So today we are making Jamaican ackee and saltfish. For those of you who don't know, I am a Jamaican, of course, and here we are. We have our ackee. Of course, it's picked and cleaned properly. You know, you can tell. And we have our Jamaican saltfish, otherwise known as codfish. In the USA, it's called codfish, but in Jamaica, it is called saltfish. Right, but there's a total difference anyway, because saltfish is a real Jamaican authentic saltfish, and codfish, that's just something else. It doesn't give it the same taste. So we're gonna wash our ackee, and then we're gonna wash our saltfish, place it in a pot and put it to boil. So here we are washing our ackee. Now when we say wash ackee, we're talking about, you know, using just the water that runs from the pipe, and we just drain off the water and repeat it about 3 to 4 times, you know, for your bin, just to make you see that, yeah, it's clean. So yeah, we don't want it to soft, so we don't really rub it, we just wash it. Yeah. Okay. So we have our saltfish here. We're just washing off the excess salt of it. Yeah, just to make sure it's not that salt, you know. For those who have a Jamaican background, they will understand what I mean. And for those who don't, we're gonna learn as we go. So we're just washing off the excess salt from our saltfish. We're placing it in the pot with the ackee. We're gonna get piece more. Well, just a little piece more. So I'm gonna tear this, and then we're gonna use this. Just a little bit. We don't need a lot. So we're gonna wash it properly again, just with running water, just to make sure the excess salt is off. And when we're using this type of saltfish, we don't need to use any salt in our ackee, because the saltfish is already very salty. Alright? So we're gonna get some water now in our pot, and we're gonna put the boil. We'll light our stove and we turn it down a little bit. We place our pot on the stove with the ackee and the saltfish, of course. We want to fix, this is called a Dutch pot, so we fix it properly because we don't want the water to boil over. So yeah, so we're gonna cook some food actually today with our ackee and our saltfish. So this is pumpkin, of course. This is yam, which is called white yam. This is sweet potato, and this is also sweet potato. This here is green bananas, and here we have just a small Irish, and yeah. And then we're gonna make some Jamaican boiled dumpling, or just boiled dumpling with our food. So this is what we're gonna cook today with our ackee and our saltfish, of course. We're gonna get some water in our pot. We're making, as what I just said, we're making ground provision food, or banana, or green banana, or yellow white yam, sorry, or pumpkin, or sweet potato, and our Irish. And we're gonna make some boiled dumpling, and I'm gonna show you as I go along. So here we are. We're getting some water in our pipe. From our pipe, sorry, we're getting some pipe water or some tap water, and we're gonna put on this water to boil with a little tip of salt, just to give your food a little bit of flavor. So yeah. So I'm gonna put in our salt. So that's it. So salt, just a little tip of salt. This is all-purpose flour. So just a little bit of salt, just to make sure your dumpling, your boiled dumpling, is not fresh. Some people use cornmeal. I don't like cornmeal. So here we are. We're just mixing Mixing the salt really well. We're pouring just a little water in it. Mix it. So I'm gonna put on gloves to make my dumpling. Of course, cooking gloves, the black one, of course. So I just need a little bit more water. So you need a lot more. You don't want to spoil it, so you take your time and you show a little bit as you go along, because you don't want your dumpling to soft. You need it to be nice, firm and round, you know, manageable, not soft. So here we go again. So this water hopefully is supposed to can do it. So yeah, I already washed my nails with of course I have a nail brush, so I use it to wash my nail every time I'm in the kitchen, whether or not I'm cooking or not, or even just cleaning the kitchen. I use my gloves. So we take off this now, and before I put on my gloves, I'm just gonna what we call knead the dumpling. So we need a little bit more water. Let me get some more. So I just need a little bit more. So I need in the dumpling just to get the dough nice and firm. So I just need a little bit more. Because we have too much flour to the side. Just right here. So like I said, we need our dumpling, our dough, to be nice and firm, and a consistency to be at a nice firm level. So we still need a little bit more water. So like I said, I don't just pour the water in the dough like that. You need to just tip as you go along, because you don't want your dough to be soft. You want it to be firm. So this is what it looks like. So we just mix it in as we go along. Alright. So this is what when your dough is needed, this is what it's supposed to look like. I couldn't find my black cooking gloves, so I just continue. Like I said, my hands are clean, it's thoroughly washed, and of course I have a nail brush that I use to wash my nails underneath and above, you know. So this is your dough. This is what it's supposed to look like. So this is what you use to make boiling dumpling. So we're gonna make them in round circles. So first of all, we tear them apart like this. Of course, don't watch the flour underneath my finger. Like I said, it's clean. So we don't want them huge, but you can make them the size that you wish. So like this, we just continue just to like this, and we continue with this until we reach till the dough is completely done, and then we start to making the dumpling. So now we're making our dumpling to put in the water along with the salt for it to boil. So this is how you need you make your dumpling. This is your roll your dumpling. You need to roll it into a circle. So now you go ahead, after kneading it properly again, so you roll it, and then this is what you come with, and you use this hand, they come like this. Just to make sure it's perfect, and voila, dumpling. So now we're gonna take off the cover. We're gonna add our dumplings. I am just kneading up as I go along. So we have our dumpling to the boiling water. Yeah. So now the dumpling is in the pot. We're gonna wait 5 minutes time, and then we use a fork and stir the pot. Or we can go along, but we can always stir it now. Let me show you what I'm talking. So we use a fork and we stir it. Our aim is for the dumpling not to stuck to the bottom of the pot. So you have to stir it. It's for them to float, to ensure that they are not stuck to the pot. So now we're gonna peel our ground food, and then we're gonna add to the pot, and now we'll cover the pot and wait for a while. So here we are. We have our green banana. So normally I do it like this just to make sure the stains are out. And I didn't see this one. Alright, this one is not good. So we cut it at the end and at the top. Then we just use a knife and one straight line down. It makes it easier for you to peel. So like that, like this. Then we come down and we put it in the water, like I said, to remove the excess stain. So because it gives a stain that turns, you know, things black, and we don't want that. So yeah. So I am trying to peel the bananas. Normally this is how you peel a banana, but for some reason this banana is very soft. It's mushy, it's just too soft, so the skin is actually, so this is what I am doing. No, don't come for me now, people, Jamaican people, but because we all know that you can also peel your banana like this. So we're peeling the banana, peeling, just getting off all the excess green, which is represent the skin. Yeah, we're good to go. So here we have our ground food, or white yam, or pumpkin, or sweet potato, and this is what chocho, and I think we have Irish as well. So we're gonna place them in the pot along with the dumpling and the banana. So we place these ones in first because they're usually tougher. Pumpkin, of course, or chocho, of course, and then I think I'm gonna take off some of that water because I don't want it to boil over in the stove, and then yeah, I'm gonna cover it for it to boil. But there we are. We have our saltfish already cooked. So now we're gonna take out the saltfish and of course, you know, clean it up and put it in water to soak again, just to get rid of the excess salt. So after this spot, so yeah, so this is a saltfish. So this is how, let me turn off the fire. This is how you normally clean it. You just barely clean it just to take off whatever. Alright, so you clean it. Of course, you take off this part, you clean it. So this is what we really want to come off. This is what they normally call the scale of the saltfish, this black part, you know. So yeah, and of course this part I clean that up, and of course I remove whatever that is. And this is the bone, so we're going to take out all of these bone, but let me show you. So of course I clean again, clean, this is the bone. I want to get rid of all of that, so I'm not going to use that part. So I turn it around to ensure that everything is clean. So it's well boiled, so it's kind of soft, so it's kind of breaking. Right, and we just continue with that until we're now we're pulling the saltfish apart from the bone. So yes, there is bone in the saltfish, so we don't eat the bone. Some people do, but I don't. So we pull, sorry, so we pull everything, all the meat from the bone. We don't want to waste anything, so we pull it apart. And of course, remember when I said that we're going to take out every single bone, so we don't eat the bone. We want it to be really enjoyable, not to be having any bone juke in you or anything like that when you eat. So we clean the saltfish properly. We rid it from all bone, right? So there's one, there's another little one. So we continue with this until we get rid of all the bone and the saltfish is completely picked like this. Then we're gonna wash the saltfish repeatedly. Like I said, it's very salt and we need to get rid of the excess salt. So we want to make sure we get rid of it from all the salt so we can enjoy it, you know. So we're gonna continue like this. So this is what our saltfish looks like now. Now remember when I said that we're gonna rinse it thoroughly to make sure that we get rid of all the excess salt. So here we are. So we're gonna strain the water. Now we want to avoid our saltfish dropping in the sink. So we'll continue with the process just to get rid of the excess salt. So of course, yeah. So we're gonna repeat the process again just to get rid of the excess salt. Yeah, now I'm gonna put it to soak for a few minutes while we get our season ready. Yeah, so now we have our season. Of course, for ackee and the saltfish is in the water, it's soaking. So now we have our season, our hot pepper, our scallion, a little piece of thyme. This is what we call in the USA green onions, right? So it is scallions, and of course we have our sweet pepper, our tomato, right? Our sweet onion. We don't need a lot of season, we already have a lot. And of course our usual white onion. And I just have left back a sweet onion, so I'm going to use it. And I use a little piece of garlic just to give it a little flavor. I love garlic, so I'm going to include garlic in whatever I cook. Yeah, so we're going to clean up these seasons now, and then we're going to come back. So now it's complete, so we're going to turn off the stove, and we're going to cover it. And then we're going to wash our, throw off the water of our ackee, and then we're going to start our ackee. So we're going to throw out our water, our excess water. I start throwing it off already, so there's not much to throw out. Pause. Here we have our season. So here we have our season cut and our saltfish, of course, in water still. We are about to throw off the water of the saltfish, give it another rinse, and then we're going to cook up everything together. Our season, our sweet pepper, our sweet onion, or white onion, our usual onion, or scotch bonnet pepper, or scallion, which is also called green salsa specific. I said it earlier in the video, I don't remember. And our garlic and our thyme. Right, so we're gonna leave this to cook a little bit, and then we come back. So we're gonna pour in our saltfish now. And then we're gonna stir it. So then we're gonna add our ackee. So now we added our ackee. So now we're gonna add a little bit of black pepper, just for flavor. So this is the only thing we're adding to it. We're completely done now. Now remember, it's already cooked, so it's not, you're just warming it together. You're just putting the mixtures together. So you gently mix it, just to make sure everything is mixed. And yeah, voila, this is our finished product. So we have our yam, our boiled dumpling, of course, our green bananas, our pumpkin, our sweet potato, our Irish, and of course a piece of chocho, and of course our ackee and our saltfish. So this is the result. So thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Thank you so much.